today I'm going to give you a quick unboxing of the SKIL tile saw, wet tile saw, and then I'm going to do a quick review after I've used it all day and let you know my thoughts, if it's worth it, if it's not. Basically, it's probably one of the cheapest tile saws you could possibly get. I think it was $99 on Amazon. A couple things to note on price point. It does come with a blade. A lot of the other cheaper options do not come with a blade. So you're looking $50, $60 plus an additional $20 to $30 for the blade. So at the end of the day, it's really a wash. SKIL's a pretty good brand too. I use some of their other tools and they work well, so wanted to go with them. So right off the bat, open it up. Got instructions. Have the saw itself. What do we got here? We have the I'm guessing blade cover for safety. We also have the miter attachment there. This is the saw again. I don't think anything else is in there. Water reservoir is here. 110 power cable there. Got the blade. And we have the fence or the guide for cutting your tile. You just rest it up against there and then push it through, get a nice straight cut. So, I mean, everything feels pretty sturdy. Metal top, I like what I see so far, so I'm definitely excited to use it. So we just got done doing an entire tub and shower surround with this SKIL tile saw. Again, around $100. I'm going to go over some of the features, some of the capabilities with you all before I get into some of the pros, some of the cons, and then I guess my overall recommendation. So first feature is just the tile guard, the blade guard, pretty standard with any saw you get. There's not much to it. It goes up and it goes down. We have our rip fence, which is decent. All you gotta do is unscrew these two thumb screws. You can slide it where you need it to go and then tighten it back down. There's little rulers on each side of this too, so you can get it perfectly square. Attached to this, in certain circumstances, is going to be the miter attachment. What it does, it just sits on the rip fence, and then you can slide it to make your cut. There's angles right here, and then another thumb screw where you can dial in your angle, whatever you need for that cut. Tighten it down and set it right on your rip fence. On top of this, they actually have a bevel feature too, bevel capability. Thumb screw down here. You'll see you got some angles. And then whenever you're ready to get to that angle, you just tilt pretty much the entire saw, or at least top of the saw, to get to whatever angle, tighten it down, and then make your bevel cut. And then the water reservoir is over here. It's just where you dump your water. That's why it's called a wet saw. Keeps things nice for making your cuts on tile. So, pros and cons. The pros is it's cheap. It's about $100. It's really nice for smaller projects. Again, I just got done doing a tub and shower surround with this. Not a huge project, pretty small. It worked well, probably cut a couple hundred tiles. It's easy to use. There's not much to it, so there's not a lot of moving parts. You can figure it out pretty easily. My girlfriend has never really probably used a saw in her life, definitely not a tile saw, and she made quite a few cuts helping with this project, so that was awesome. Easy to use even for somebody who's never used a saw in their life. Some cons, it's a little bit flimsy. I would like to see it be a little bit more robust, but again, it's cheap. It's $100, so it's kind of what I expected. Like, just for example, for making bevel cuts, even when you tighten this down 100%, it still has some play in it, which isn't good if you're trying to be super precise. And then same thing with the miter attachment. It's a little bit flimsy. And then I guess tack on top of that, the rip fence is a little bit flimsy as well. It wiggles, it's sometimes hard to get square. But overall, easy to use, works well for small projects. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. It'll probably last a couple years at least. If I were to do more tile jobs, I would probably invest a little bit more money for a tile saw that's more robust. But overall, I'd probably say like 6 out of 10.